This child was diagnosed with severe combined immune deficiency, also known as bubble boy disease. If the child does not receive a bone marrow infusion, he must stay in a bubble for the rest of his life. Yes, a bubble.
Oh, please, Dr. Dre. We have no other choice. It's for the sake of our baby.
Well, we have two choices. One of them is gene therapy.
What is that?
Gene therapy uses gene insertion to treat or prevent diseases.
Gene therapy is an experimental technique that uses genes to treat or prevent disease. This technique allows doctors to treat a disorder by inserting a gene through a syringe into the patient's cells instead of using drugs or surgery. This could help with the replacement of a mutated gene that causes disease with a healthy copy of the gene. It could also inactivate a mutated gene that is functioning improperly. Finally, introducing a new gene into the body can help fight a disease. It is still risky, though, because scientists do not know if it is completely safe or effective. However, it does not cure all medical conditions. It may only treat the symptoms. This works by inserting the gene through a virus syringe to give the cell gene that is needed. Once the gene is in the cell's gene reading machinery uses the information in the gene to build RNA and protein molecules.
What's the other option?
The other option is gene silencing. Gene silencing is the interruption of the expression of genes into proteins.
Gene silencing is basically turning off specific genes. The way to do this is called RNAi. In RNAi, small interfering RNA make a double-stranded RNA to attach to the targeted mRNA strand. This causes it to become unstable and break down by getting other proteins to degrade it. This keeps the gene from being expressed. Another form of gene silencing is anti-test oligonucleotides. This is used by single-stranded RNA instead of double-stranded RNA. This allows them to get into smaller cells and be more effective. However, they are less stable than double-stranded. Neither way is better, but they each have their advantages and disadvantages. Gene silencing is not yet allowed to be used because it is in preclinical stages. One day it will be able to save many lives.
This is possible, but it is costly. It is also not 100% guaranteed to work. It might even be highly illegal, but I'm not quite sure.
We'll do it, no matter the cost. This is our child.
Well, the price shouldn't matter at the moment. We have a baby to save.
It's the final countdown! Don't we need a donor for the bone marrow transfusion? If so, I'll be the donor, please.
No, honey badger. I got this.
Don't you fret your brows. I got some extra marrow in the fridge.
The parents look confused but don't question his methods.
Alright, here you are. Would you like the red kind or the yellow kind?
Does it matter?
Yes.
My favorite color is red. So let's go with red.
Are you sure you know what you're doing?
Don't be silly. Trust me, I'm a doctor. Now, we have to start the operation. Do you want to be present while your little one's entrails are exposed?
Yes.
Nah, I'm out to get a beer.
Why did
I'm
I
done.
marry you?
I think you know why.
Let's start the operation. This one's for you, Swavely.
And Dr. Dre grabs his tools. The mother faints when she sees what he has grabbed.
What woman has never seen a doctor cut open a child with a saw?
The doctor starts the surgery. About halfway through, the mother wakes up, only to faint again after she sees her child.
She really needs to man up. Does he do this often?
My husband?
Yeah.
Oh, all the time. Every night he drinks. Every night he smokes. It's ridiculous. After this, we're gonna go see a marriage counselor. That's it. I've had it. I've had it. We have too many problems at home. Too many issues.
Okay.
Is he okay?
He should be fine. With a couple of days of rest, he should be okay. And make sure to give him some Jolly Ranchers.
Why?
Because Jolly Ranchers are good. Now, about your payment. Just remember to bring in your next born child next time you come in.
Why?
Because that's your payment. Have a nice day.
A genome is all of an organism's genes. It contains all of the necessary information needed to build and maintain that organism. All organisms have different genomes. One human haploid genome is made up of over 3 billion base pairs.
Originally, finding the size of the human genome was a tricky process. First, scientists had to obtain a clone of the DNA sequence. Here lies two members of the Walton family, aka the clones. There is Max Piston, the person who discovered the size of the human genome. Then, they sequenced this clone to get data about the human genome. Finally, they did the first two steps over and over again until they had enough data that overlapped from one clone to another so that they could form a contiguous sequence. Long story short, these scientists created a physical copy of the human genome, which has helped us learn information and develop medicine to help us prosper.
Gene therapy is an experimental technique that. Oh my god, Tino.
Does he do this often?
My husband,
Yeah.
all the time. All the time. I'm thinking about divorcing him. Jesus Christ. Ever since we got married, it's just been downhill. Just been down. You know, after this, we're going to go see a marriage counselor. Drinks every night. Smokes every day.
Good Jolly Ranchers are good. Now, about your payment, just bring your next born child.